one day I look at myself with the reflection of the laptop and say, Marsha, do I want to um, do this for the rest of my life? I close my eyes, and when I open my eyes, and the answer is no.
Hi, everybody. Elle Ballard is here on our next podcast conversation. And today I have my good friend, just amazing, beautiful person, beautiful human being, Marsha Golangco. Hi, Marsha.
Hi,
Well,
Al. So great to be with you today.
great to have you. Before we jump on, I want to introduce Marsha first. Marsha is a best-selling author, speaker, consultant, and social entrepreneur. Her mission is to promote a harmonious world that works for all. She's committed to use her knowledge and wisdom in helping her clients to create favorable and healthy living environments for the highest quality of Jinsamei, truth, goodness, and beauty. Marsha is the author of 3 solo books on the power of Feng Shui trilogy and 6 anthologies in various topics on cultures and humanities. She received numerous awards for her community contributions, including an honorable mention Martin Luther King Jr. Humanitarian Award of the Year in 2005 and the Asian Pacific Islander American Award of the Year in 2020. Amazing. Welcome, Marsha.
Thank you, Al. When you are reading my bio, I just kind of go through my mind that did I accomplish all those?
Yeah,
And I'm yes,
amazing.
that's me. That's me. A short bio.
That's beautiful. Well, it takes me to the question I love to ask usually. The first question I usually ask is, tell us, why do you do what you do and what makes you unique?
This is such a unique question. I came from a very traditional and I would say follow everything traditional, and I'm originally from Hong Kong. And so there's the expectation that yes, uh, good education, and I do acquire a number of education, bachelor degree, master degree, and completion of a PhD. And but I always think back that there's not much expectation of being a female in a very traditional uh, Chinese family. But fortunately, I think there are numerous breakthroughs in my life. For example, when I gone through the traditional work as in a bank, in the financial reporting department for a number of years, and I find myself just so tired of data entry, analyzing all the data. And one day I look at myself with the reflection of the laptop and say, Marsha, do I want to um, do this for the rest of my life? It's stable job with good income and with upward mobility. I close my eyes, and when I open my eyes, and the answer is no. So I venture out and did a number of training and end up in real estate for several years. And that is my biggest a unique breakthrough because in the real estate world, people are wondering about Chinese buyers, sellers, Asian, but mostly what are they looking for? They kind of heard that there's a belief that's dictating or influencing their way of choosing properties and their home especially. And they asked me, oh, of course I know about that. I grew up in a building and construction family. I know it's Feng Shui. So when I start sharing, start talking about it, oh, people get it. And then the more and more people ask me and invited me to speak. And soon I start writing about it, and builders and developers, uh, especially the non-Chinese, non-Asian ones, and in this country, they wanted to know more. They wanted to know more. And soon I became the Feng Shui expert, they call me. I'm still too shy to say that. And then little did I know that whatever I learned from school, from college, from my at that time quite limited working experience in financial world, I actually start developing a certain way of explaining what feng shui is and how it applies to your design, and how it can affect your life in a positive or negative way. And my clients always say, Marsha, I like the way you explain it, because you explain it in such a way that they can understand. And I give it to the credit of my environmental science PhD program, which explain a lot about the environment, and I was able to integrate that. And as years go by, I wrote articles and eventually wrote my 3 solo book on the power of feng shui for builders, and then the second one for your life, and the third one is for green living. And actually nowadays, I'm able to integrate the traditional feng shui wisdom with sustainable green designs and strategies. And also, recently, I'm enrolled in this circular economy and sustainability, which is all it all integrated together. So I guess for my uniqueness, I would say I keep on learning, I'm keep on applying and keep on creating. And then it all came together in a synergy. I call it synergy.
Yeah,
And earlier, when
yeah.
when you mentioned, oh, Jinsi Mei, truth, goodness, beauty is a synergy, and that's the highest level known at this time of humanity.
Yeah, sure. It's beautiful, and I love the concept of May, and I love the concept of feng shui too. So thank you for giving us that history on how did you even come up to doing this, and it's all like you said, it's all connects together so well, right? And with what you do now, doing social entrepreneurship, and you are originally also from a different country, so bringing those experiences into your unique concept of feng shui into your books, and now you apply how you apply them in different areas. I think it's just so beautiful, and I love the concept of feng shui as well. So thank you for sharing that, Marsha. What would you say was your biggest lesson, or something you had to overcome while going through this transformation from, when you ask yourself, do I want to continue doing that? And the answer was no, right? So what was your biggest lesson as you were transitioning into doing this feng shui, working with construction companies, realtors, into this unique concept? Were there any lessons that you would share with our listeners and audience from your own experience in building this?
Let me share. One of the major obstacles I overcome is, first of all, is myself, and then others. So for myself, I grew up thinking that I'm not good enough. This is like, no matter what I do, I'm not good enough. Probably in the culture, females are still considered more passive and and in my family, which is quite prominent in Hong Kong and very well known, and all the siblings and cousins and everybody else, we kind of make a name for ourselves and for themselves too. And then compared to, of course, comparing to others, I always think that, oh, who am I? I'm not even the traditional Feng Shui master. They know so much, and then they are so knowledgeable and full of wisdom. But years go by, and I have to thank the listening of others to me, that they are respectful, and many are eager to learn also. And what I gave them is an integration of East and West, ancient wisdom and modern technology, which I'm able to combine them together and articulate the content and the approach. And I always look for the positive side. I always look at what are the best thing I can extract from this situation, or this, for example, a property, and how do I maximize the potential? And that is a thing that nowadays I apply to myself too. Yeah, maybe I'm not what they think of me as the traditional Feng Shui masters, but in my unique way. I'm providing value. I'm providing a very positive and productive service, and people get benefit out of what I provide.
Yeah, I love that. So I love how you learn from yourself through your personal growth. So that's a big one, right? In building that business and learning yourself from yourself, but also adding. So what I'm gathering from what you said, right? Really accepting who you are and showing up authentically, truly to who you are, right? And that's what we are so big at Women of the World Network as well on, just really supporting women in their authenticity and bringing forward who they truly are, just like you did with your Feng Shui, combining that personal, your personal experiences, your personal background, as well as the actual concept of it. I think it just makes it so unique, right? Already. So that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I want to talk about your chapter in our upcoming book. I'm so excited to have you as one of our authors in our upcoming book. And thank you for being, part of our anthologies, our multi-author books that we have done together with you, Marsha, and sharing your expertise and your beautiful story. And so the next book now we're doing Women, Money, and Energy of Life, that will be released beginning April this year. And I'm just so excited to bring all the stories from individual women's stories on money and just really this attitude to life, because it's all interconnected and how it's all interconnected. So it's just going to be a beautiful edition. But without giving too much detail on your story, on your specific chapter, you can give us a name of your chapter, and but please share with us, what do you want the reader of the book take away from your chapter?
Well, my chapter is on creating wealth and prosperity with the power of Jinsei, truth, goodness, beauty.
Love that. It's beautiful.
Well, as you mentioned, I already wrote several solo books, but I always find it, it's like lecturing, giving information, giving more on the knowledge. Is more knowledge and information. But writing the anthology, especially experience with Women of the World Network, with the synergy of so many other co-authors, I find myself actually evolving from that positive, I call it ecosystem. That so many diverse, powerful women of the world members and co-authors, and we work together on a common theme that you say money and all those. And I usually not I'm quite private in many ways, but then through the experience, and I'm very well willing and able to share how it is to me from a financial dependency, like girls, we are more passive in creating wealth because parents will provide, family will provide, my spouse will provide, and I shouldn't be too worried about that. And then that's the breakthrough came in that migrating to this country from Hong Kong and eventually in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I find that, wow, what a freedom to express, because there's so much talents, I would say, talents that I have, so much to share to others. And especially in the area of cross-cultural business practices or beliefs, and people were asking, and people are so respectful and so eager to learn, and I just couldn't help but keep on sharing, and that is the path, a journey, and I think that there's no limit. It's just like planting a seed. It goes through different stages, but with care and attention and passion, and a seed can grow into a big tree with harvest, with fruits, and we are the person, we are the farmer. We do that. We unconceal at different stages what we already have, what we learn, what we can generate. And I think telling the truth, revealing our authentic self, and be kind and with loving heart, and always focus on doing something beneficial, doing something good, that and eventually it's just like that rippling effect, that we are the generator of that. And then it will have a rippling effect to many others, and with a intention of Jinsei, truth, goodness, beauty, and creating wealth and prosperity is all part of this. Everybody work together for a common good.
Yeah. And just like I said, I love that concept of Jinsei that you came up with, and I am excited to share your story. So thank you for talking about it a little bit here, and I'm just excited for the book. So please, our listeners, the book will come out on the beginning April, and April being Financial Awareness Month, right after the Women Empowerment Month being March, and I'm just excited to bring this book to the world, and it's going to be called Women, Money, and Energy of Life. And just look for that information from us coming soon.
Yay! I'm excited too. Thank you, Elle, and thank you, Women of the World Network.
Yes, absolutely. So you mentioned, which is so interesting, how women are, growing up in a different culture. You said in a family, especially when the family has means to provide, and right, to the different, your mindset kind of wired a little bit differently, because it's just cultural differences, and I love to talk about that. And you mentioned growing up in Hong Kong, that's how it was, kind of this situation for women in the family, or for girls in the family growing up, right? How do you think your background limited or favored you in any way?
Well, I would think that it's both. It's limiting in a way that I do not need to, right? I do not have to. It's not a big motivation for me to go out and to make money to survive. No, I'm fortunate in many ways that that was limiting. But when I have the breakthrough in noticing that, and that is like a big opening for me, that actually I don't have to unfortunately I don't need to go through a lot of healing process in order to share, and I just focus on my service and contribution. And how do I make other people be benefit? How do I contribute in such a way? And it actually is also a plus. Not worry about the basics, survival, and having a positive and a kind of a productive environment for me to focus. And I must say, for me, I'm using life as a 4 season. I'm in my autumn season, and yeah, I could have gone into retirement and then enjoy my life as expected and planned by my family, but I do not. I think it's a waste of time, waste of my life, and I look at my true purpose of life, my true self. Why am I in this world at this time of human civilization? And I look at myself, and I have so much to contribute, and collectively with many others, and connect with them, like in Women of the World and other community members, and collectively we can make a big difference in today's world, and make it a world that is sustainable and that works for all people. And all people is very I think it is very challenging for me, because I'm still in some ways that, some people don't deserve this. Or I'm not capable, or there's a lot of negative kind of thinking that hinder me. But more and more I discover as I grow and develop and mature, and keep my paradigm in Jinsei, and it's keeping me forward. And I'm proud to say I'm actually in a place that I really can be with everybody, even we don't agree. And sometimes I would say, I want to learn from people with a different way of thinking, different way of doing things, different way of living. They all have something to offer. They all have something to provide.
Yeah, absolutely. There is something unique, something beautiful in everybody.
Yes.
Yes, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our final part of our conversation. It's gonna be 5 questions, 5 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
And let me know when you're ready, Marsha.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Beautiful. So, first question is what is your favorite book name?
I would say still The Power of Feng Shui.
Feng Shui. Okay, beautiful. Beach or mountains? Mountains.
Mountain.
Okay. Favorite international destination to visit?
Ooh, hard to. Something came into my mind is I like to visit Jerusalem.
Nice. Okay, summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay, and the last one is things that you have discovered about yourself recently.
I would say I am really courageous courageous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well,
Mhm.
thank you for playing, Marsha. Thank you for participating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love your heart. Thank you for all you do and all the communities you are involved. And yeah, thank you for taking the time to be here.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.